Hey, how's it going? This is Guy Guillermo. Um, you know, basically, I want to talk. I'm a producer and writer, songwriter, whatever, producer, whatever. And this guy online was asking a question that makes a lot of sense because, see, the thing is like the structure of pop music is very elusive. All right, it's very hard to grasp. It's very difficult to put your finger on. It's just like asking, it's just like finding the video or something like that online, teaching a person how to arrange music. All right, you are very rarely going to find any videos that are going to accurately give a portrayal on, you know, on the best way to arrange music. I feel like it's because it's probably one of the more difficult things that producers face. I also feel like once a producer puts in that much time, a lot of times they don't want to give away their secrets, you know? And so there's been a couple times where I actually ran across some really, really, really heavy information, some really great information that blew everything, wide open as far as, you know, the production, the how do you say, the arranging process. And when you look at pop music, it's all about the arrangement. It's so arrangement driven, right? Because this is basically how it works. Okay, so and this is just and like the basic. What I'm not gonna tell you is the same thing everybody says. Oh, the intro, verse, chorus, verse, chorus, bridge, outro. Okay, I'm not gonna say that. Okay, because everybody knows that, we've all heard it. But the thing is that music doesn't follow that structure. Very rarely does it ever follow that structure. Okay, I'm going to tell you the real structure about how music works, especially pop music. Okay, what you're going to have is an intro. Okay, an intro could be many different things. Now, keep in mind that a song can start any way that it wants to, right? A song could start with a verse. Okay, a song could start with the intro. The intro could be 3 seconds. It could literally be a reverse, crash cymbal, and then it starts. Okay, it could be 3 seconds. Okay, intro could be super long, like in Blinding Lights from The Weekend. Okay, the intro could be any length, but it doesn't have to start with an intro. It can also start with the verse, or just kicks right into the verse. Okay, I can't think of any songs off the top of my head where, actually I can. Selena Gomez, Good For You. I just want to look good for you, good for you. She just starts off. I'm a marquee diamond, I'm a marquee diamond. And actually, that starts with the intro. Okay, and the intro is the little synth line, and it goes dun 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 dun, and it just plays it like one time. It's like 5 seconds long intro. Okay, you're really not gonna find anything that just jumps right into the verse without any type of intro. Okay, but I'm sure it happens somewhere, right? But it can start. But then most of the time, and a lot of times, it'll start out with the hook. Okay, the chorus. I mean. So maybe they'll play start with a little bit of the chorus, right? Or it'll go intro, chorus. And see, the thing that I'm trying to say is that there is no one way to do it. Okay, basically every song is special and it's supposed to be different, right? And it's supposed to fit the mood of the vibe of what you're going for, right? And that's the one thing that people don't realize. It's not as simple as verse, chorus, bridge, all that bullshit, right? Okay, so then here's something else that I didn't realize, or what a pre-chorus is. Okay, so basically, so I'm trying to think of a common song that has a pre-chorus. Pre-chorus. How would I explain a pre-chorus? A pre-chorus is like the energy shift right before the chorus hits, right? So, trying to think of a common song. Um, Shit. I can't think of any songs at the top of my head. Okay, so like, I don't know, like, okay, perfect. Okay, so, there's Britney Spears' Toxic. Okay, so the verse is like, can't you see I'm falling? A guy like you should have a warning. I'm dangerous. I'm falling. That's the verse. The pre-chorus is this. The entire beat changes a little bit and it gains a little tiny bump of intensity. And then it goes, do I think of you? Da, 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 da. Right? Then it resets. The track resets. It goes into a reset mode for about a bar. It goes right. That's like an instrumental break. Okay, that would be considered an instrumental break. Right now, see, this is where people get confused. Right, most people are looking at it from a 2-bar, 4-bar, 8-bar, 16-bar, 24-bar. Do you see what I'm saying? They're looking at it from a mathematical standpoint like this. So when they're listening to music, they're thinking that everything's supposed to be according to these bars. Okay, and if it's not according to those bars, then it will be like, then I must have miscounted somewhere or something, right? But a lot of times, it's not based on, it's based on the section of the song that is being represented in that moment. Okay, so for example, I said the Britney Spears song. You have the, I don't remember if it started out with a hook or whatever, but I said the verse, pre-chorus, okay, and before it goes into the chorus, there's an instrumental break that is 1 bar. The and then it goes boom, and that's a reset. Then it goes into the kiss of your lips on down my face, your touch, your tongues, I put on my attention, look at the face. I'm addicted to you because you know that's toxic, right? Goes for a little bit of a break. I don't know what you do because you know it's toxic. Then it, does another reset. Okay, for, I don't know, maybe 2 bars or something like that. And then it goes into the next verse, right? So there's instrumental breaks, and you gotta understand, I don't understand, I've never even explained this out loud. I understand it, kinda, but I don't. And first of all, let me tell you where I got this information from, okay? There was this website. It's called Hit Songs Decoded. Okay, so if you go to hitsongsdecoded.com, they have I don't know, I think like a $1,300 a year program or something like that, right? Now, I enrolled in that program, okay? So I have access to a lot of the audios and stuff like that to that program, okay? That's where I got the information, and nowhere else ever have I ever heard any of this information. Never heard any of this information before, okay, except for in this program, okay? So maybe it's in another program or something like that, but I'm telling you what I've researched and what I've got from this program. In fact, I have all the different song parts listed on a PDF on my computer, and I can go to my computer, but it might take me a while, and I'm still kind of explaining the whole process. So there's the instrumental break, okay? And that is a break where just the instrument is playing. Or there's a vocal break. A vocal break is usually like a nonsensical type of thing. You see what I'm saying? Where it's like, it's almost like a post-chorus kind of thing. Or like a pre-verse or something like that. So like if you look at Lady Gaga's was it Bad Romance or whatever the fuck? It's like, oh ga ooh la la ba la ooh ga ga la la ooh ga ga. It's a romance. And it repeats twice, right? That would be what I consider a sort of intro break. Shit. The fact is, I would call, and the thing is all this stuff is subjective. So it could be seen as an extension of the verse, or excuse me, the chorus, which technically it is, but it could also be seen as sort of the, I think they call it a post-chorus. I'll read all the different things, and I'll explain it to you once I get to this PDF on my computer. But I'm just gonna explain it the best way that I know how. And the thing is it's very difficult to label accurately. You know what I'm saying? So, like I said, it could be seen as a instrumental break or a vocal break, or it could be seen as an extension of the chorus. Either way, it's kind of like, it could be that, it could be that. But the thing is it's more about the energetic flow of the entire song. Okay, and then it might reset again. So I'm pretty sure, so it goes, ah, ga, ooh, ga, the romance, and then it pauses a little bit. And then it goes back into the verse. Okay, the second verse always has more energy than the first verse. Okay, it's always going to progress the song forward. Okay, so if I were to have, say, like, I don't know, an extra loud shaker or something like that in the second part of the song. See, the fact is that basically a song is all about, like, it's all about an energy curve. The energy curve is kind of supposed to go up, down, up, down, up, down, right? So you have the intro, which is kind of a low point. Then you have the, verse, which is a little higher than the intro. And then you have a bigger chorus. And then you have maybe like a little one break stop, rest, if you will. A 1 bar break where it just nothing happens. And then it goes back into, the verse, and then there's the next energetic shift, which is the pre-chorus, okay, or you could say the next energetic sort of half of the verse, right? And then maybe it dips again, so it's going up, down, right? But every time it goes up, it goes a little higher. So by the time you hit the bridge, okay, which is sort of a complementary yet different take on the song. Like, if this song were to have an extension of itself, what would be the natural extension of this song? You see what I'm saying? So, it's like, I'm trying to think of a good song. Okay, the first thing that comes into my mind off the top of my head is like, I don't know, and another thing is this: a lot of musicians have their own theories, right? But even though they have their own theories and their own way of doing things, so for example, Timbaland, even though he has a very pop influence, doesn't necessarily do things like Max Martin does, when he produces songs for Britney Spears or, Christina Aguilera or Pink, right? He does things a whole different way. He writes his songs a whole different way. Timbaland, is more subtle about the sounds that he brings in and brings out. There's usually not going to be a super duper duper crazy, loud, boisterous hook in a Timbaland song. It'll be energetically higher, but it won't be like, you know, what's that song from Pink? I've been having bad dreams. Little vision's broken, just bend. You can learn to love again. Like that is a huge hook compared to the verse, which is kind of subtle. But I can guarantee you that the second verse has a little bit more energetic than the first verse. Okay, and then the bridge is the da 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 da, right? Okay, and so another thing that you can do to add impact is lengthen your say your bridge or your third verse by 1 bar. Okay, so if you really wanted to stick out like a sore thumb, you see what I'm saying, and sort of, you know, make more impact and be more catchy, you like lengthen it by a bar. Okay, so that's one thing that you can do, right? I know I'm talking in circles. I don't even know if I'm making any sense to anybody that's listening. I just know that I'm gonna follow my instincts. Maybe I'm right, maybe I'm wrong. It is what it is. But let me go to this PDF and see what the fuck's up with that. All right, so this will demystify and give me sort of cues on exactly, because like I said, man, I'm new to this as well. I'm just a student and I'm looking to improve. So I've been on a crazy hunt. And so I can identify with anybody that's on a crazy hunt like that. Another really great songwriter that you might want to look into his books. His name is Murphy something. What is his? He has a book called Murphy's Laws of Songwriting, and I'm not sure the guy's full name, but I know it's like something Murphy. Like, his advice changed my life quick. Like, his advice changed my life quick. Another great book is The Addiction Formula. That is a crazy, crazy, crazy ass book, yo. For real. Addiction Formula is like nothing better than The Addiction Formula. Oh, Jesus, man. Where is this fucking... Man, please tell me I have this shit. Come on. Oh man, I think I don't have a copy of it anymore. Ah, Jesus Christ. Let me pause this and see, and I'll come back. Just give me a second. So I guess I pretty much showed you everything there really is to know about it. Okay, so there's an intro of the song, right? There's a verse, there's a pre-chorus. We already explained that. You understand what the chorus is. You understand what the bridge is. The departure section, I really don't even understand what that is. I'm not 100% sure what that is. I'll get to it in just a moment. The instrumental break, which is I just explained, which is similar to the vocal break. Okay. I guess the technical term for it is the instrumental break or the vocal break, which I would consider to sort of be like a post chorus, okay, or like an after chorus, okay. So you know how the Bad Romance, it goes the aga ooh la la. That's a vocal break, but it's a nonsensical sort of vocal break. Okay, or you could have an instrumental break where maybe there's a song where it just lets the instrument play. So like I think in Selena's I Could Fall in Love with You, I'm pretty sure that there's like a whole like section right before the verse where it's just the guy plays the guitar, or like I don't know. I think they have the a similar thing in what is that? Maria Maria from you know, Carlos Santana, where it goes the chin the mama chula the chula south side, and then, you know, I think there's like a little section where they just like play the guitar or something like that right before a verse. That would be like an instrumental break or a nonsensical, you know, vocal break. Okay. Then there's the turnaround. The turnaround is the technical term for what I was telling you about, that one bar where it resets. You find it in a lot of Britney Spears songs. You find it in a lot of super, super heavy, high pop, high level pop. You see what I'm saying? Where the music just stops. And then they'll go boom, da 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 da, you know, whatever. You know, or you look at Britney Spears, Hit Me Baby One More Time. It goes, you know, right before it goes, you know, oh baby, baby. There's like literally no sound. It goes da 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 da. Oh baby, baby, boom, dun dun dun. Then the beat kicks back in. Okay, that's a vocal break. So if you're in your DAW, you know, you might want to slice that and just leave like a little, you know, synthesizer playing or a little piano playing or whatever the fuck. You see what I'm saying? And cut out all the other sounds. And that gives a reset type of vibe to it, to the song, that makes it a little bit more, it emphasizes the high points of the song versus the low points of the song. It makes for a more interesting listen, if you will. Okay, and you have the turnaround. Okay, and oh yeah, that's what that is. And then you have the outro. You know, you can study the outro and what the outro is. You know, you could start with the outro. You know, just listen to any song, and a lot of this is active listening. So it's like, okay, instead of saying, okay, I'm going to, you know, copy this Britney Spears song, verse for verse, line for, you know, structure for structure. Do you see what I'm saying? You might say, okay, well, I want to take the chorus structure, I want to take the intro structure, the bridge structure, and the outro structure, but instead I'm going to, you know, take like a more rap approach. I don't know if you make rap or rap music or whatever, you know what I'm saying? You might say, and so like you look at like 50 Cent's, what's that song? 21 Questions. Where he's like, you know, I give it up to do whatever it takes. I love you like a fat kid loves cake. You know my smile, I'd do anything to make you smile. That would be like a pre-chorus, okay? That's like an intro, you know, to the chorus. It's like, you see what I'm saying? So, yeah, so, but ultimately, what you have is what you're doing is you're just playing with there needs to be a general direction for the music to go into. Now, generally speaking, okay, generally speaking, the verse, okay, so let's say you have a beat, right? First off, if I had, okay, let's say I have a beat and I want to make it into a pop song. I have just like a regular rhythm type beat. The first thing I would do, okay, and if I were you and I were writing to this beat, okay, the first thing I would do is write out the structure of the song. Okay, and how do I write out the structure of the song? How would you write out the structure of the song? So what I would do is I would count bars. Okay, how do you count bars? You know, that's pretty simple. There's plenty of videos on how to count bars. But a lot of people don't know what they're counting. because they don't know, oh, that's a pre-chorus. They don't know, oh, that's a turnaround, and that turnaround is going to be for 1 bar. You see what I'm saying? Or they don't know, oh, that's a departure section, or oh, that's a, intro, or that's the outro, or that's the D section, which is like the core, what's that? I'm trying to think. The bridge, which is called the D section. Some people call it the D section. Okay, and the D section could be anything. Like I said, it could be, where you just let the beat rock out for however many bars. You know what I'm saying? But that depends on the prosody of the song. So prosody is like, okay, say the song is about triumph or something like that. You have a bunch of trumpets playing, and it sounds very regal and powerful and da-da-da-da-da. You see what I'm saying? And, if trumpets is a metaphor for triumph, then maybe it might be appropriate for my song to not have any chorus or a full written bridge. Maybe I just rock out with the trumpets for 8 bars. You see what I'm saying? Or have a trumpet solo for 8 bars, right? To show to give a sort of triumphant, regal viewpoint of it. Prosody is basically like the sort of like, if this was a dangerous song, you see what I'm saying? Maybe I might have gunshots in the intro, right? Like Ether from Nas, right? Or, if, this is, I don't know, whatever. You see what I'm saying? If it's a gypsy-esque type song, you see what I'm saying? Maybe I might have some gypsy shakers, you see what I'm saying, in the background, rocking out for a while. You see what I'm saying? Just to sort of give that, vibe. So it's like, okay, I know that, I'm making a song for, Shakira, the hips don't lie girl, right? And if this song gets made into a video, she's gonna be dancing like some type of Arabic type chick, okay? So prosody would be, maybe have some Arabic type shakers where she would shake her hips, right? And that would be sort of a congruent thread that goes all throughout the song. You see what I'm saying? Or that is reminders throughout the song, or accent of the song that ties in the theme of the song and strengthens the theme of the song to the hook, the title name, the video, the album concept, the song concept, etc. You see what I'm saying? So, for example, if I'm like, oh, I feel so confused, right? Maybe I might have a spacey type synthesizer coming in and out, moving to the song at that exact moment. You see what I'm saying? Or, what was that song from Eminem? He's like, hi, my name is Slim Shady. And I think he's, I'm too scary to leave, too scary to die. Something, get buried alive. It's like this little space alien type synthesizer that floats in the background. It only plays it one time in the entire song, yet it adds prosody to the song because what he said sounded sort of sci-fi in a sense. You see what I'm saying? And so he just solidified that and sort of doubled down on that vibe by adding the little synthesizer right there. It's prosody. So, what's the point? The main point is that most people, when they're arranging music, they don't know what they're doing. They don't have a guide, right? But this way you have a guide. And your guide is by copying other music. When I say copying other music, I don't mean just copy it, like cut and paste, copy it, right? I'm saying, okay, this is the hooks, this is the verse structure for this particular song right here, right? But maybe I don't want to do my hook like that, okay? Maybe I want to do my hook another way. There's also stanzas, okay? I'm pretty sure if you order the Rapping Manuals program or whatever, they'll teach you about stanzas and stuff like that. You know what I mean? So stanza, and I'm not 100% sure, you know what I'm saying? I'm just telling you with the limited knowledge that I have, that is a lot more than what I used to have. So don't quote me on this. But stanza A would be like, okay, so for example, let's go back to the Toxic song, you know, because I'm addicted to you, because I know that you're toxic, and I love what you do, because you know that you're toxic, okay? And so that would basically be a A-B structure. So I'm addicted to you, and I love what you do. That's A, the first A rhyme. Addicted to you, love what you do. But then it switches off. So it goes A, B, A, B. So it's, I'm addicted to you because you know that you're toxic. And I love what you do because you know that you're toxic. So the, because you're toxic is the B stanza. Or not the B stanza, but that's the B rhyme. Right? So it goes, addicted to you, you know you're toxic. I'm trying to think of, well, I was trying to give you an example, but I don't think it happens in the song. So, I'm trying to think of a song with two stanzas that I could, a verse or hook with two stanzas off the top of my head. No, that's not one. Ah, Jesus Christ. Jesus, man, I should have like a list of songs in front of me so that I could just easily recall. Because I don't even listen to pop that much. So I couldn't, it's really hard for me to just reference a song like that, you know what I mean? But, let me see what the, what is a song? Christ. Okay, I'm gonna pause this right quick and I'm gonna find a song and I'll be right back. Perfect. Okay, so there's Ariana Grande, and she has the song break up with your girlfriend, 'cause I'm bored. Break up with your girlfriend, you can have it as yours. And then that stanza A. And then she has a part where she's like, I know it ain't right, 'cause I don't care, yeah. Break up with your girlfriend, you're bored. You see what I'm saying? So basically, the second stanza is, I know it ain't right, but I don't care, yeah. That's stanza 2, okay? And then it goes back to stanza 1, which is break up with your boyfriend, the A-B rhyme structure like we were talking about before. And then it goes into the stanza 2, which does you know, I know it ain't right, but I don't care. It's completely different, but it is complementary. So a lot of, you know, when you, so Okay, so for example, um, how would I say this? And I'm not 100%, like I said, don't quote me on any of this shit. So I don't know if you heard Ariana Grande's God is a Woman, one of the best songs ever written on earth, right? So it's like, and I love it how you love you, love it how you touch you. Okay, now, I'm trying to figure out what is the stanza A, stanza B. Okay, I think it's offset, so it's not perfect on the beat, but it all blends in really well. So I think it's like, and I love it how I touch you, love it how I touch you, my one. And then stanza B would be, when it's all said and done, you believe God is a woman. So I would focus on writing one stanza or finding the melody for one stanza, and then you'll find that the follow-up is, and I love it as you can find, love it as you can find, my one, it's all said and done, you believe God is a woman. So basically you're hopping between sort of like stanza A and stanza B, stanza A, stanza B, right? It's da 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 da. Now there's the what they call a kiss me principle. They sort of keep it simple and singable, whatever. Okay. Basically, stanza A is pretty simple, and I love it how you love you, let it touch you, my one, right? And then you go to stanza 2, when it's all said and done, you believe God is a woman. But when you really look at and you break it down, it's nothing more than da-da. That's part 1. And then you have pattern 2. Da-da-da-da-da-da, da-da-da-da-da-da. That's pattern 2. Then pattern 3 is da-da. You know, move that over there. Pattern 4 is da-da-da-da-da-da-da. So that's 4 patterns smashed together that create this hook or this chorus. And then the verse starts out like da 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 da. If you don't know what I'm talking about, just go to God is a Woman from Ariana Grande. So it's like da 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 da. And then you have sort of the stanza 2 type situation, or some people call it call and response, or whatever, right? But there's white and there's black. There's blue and there's purple. There's green and there's yellow. There's thing 1, thing 2, right? You know, 0 and you have 1. Right? Chocolate, you have vanilla. Okay? So it's da 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 da. And then the vanilla part or the chocolate part or the part 2 or whatever is, and I really want it. And then you have part A again. Da 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 da. And then it goes back to the same thing. And I can really want it. Right? So you basically have chocolate vanilla, and then pre-chorus. Right? And the pre-chorus is oh yeah, and then it goes like, And then little part right before the song ends, da 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 da, right? And then it mellows out, the song mellows out, and then it goes to this beautiful hook that is just crazy. And it's like, and I love it how you can't hide, you can't find it. Now, verse 2, it's a similar pattern, except there's more energy in the pattern. So it's like, I'll tell you all the places you go and tend to know. Da, 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 da. The pattern for the hook for the first verse and the second verse are very similar. The only difference is that it's a version 2 that has a little bit more energy in it as the song progresses, right? And the sort of the whole thing does it again, right? So that's pretty much the meat of how pop songs work. You're very rarely gonna find a straight pop song that, what I'm saying is this: the emphasis of a pop song is very rarely lyrical. The emphasis, if it's lyrical and it sounds good lyrically, that's great, but that's not its emphasis. The emphasis, the thing that has to be clad in stone, okay, is the singability of the different components, right? So it's da 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 da. Da 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 da. See what I'm saying? So, as a writer, I will worry less about lyrics, and I'll worry more about melody. Okay? As a writer of pop music, and then you have the structure and the structural elements of the pop song. Like I said, you got the pre-chorus, the chorus, the this, the that, the other, right? Furthermore, you have to make sure that your producer is making music that is complementary of the pop songs that you're emulating. So you're like, okay, we need, so for example, in the Britney Spears song, the pre-chorus and the exiting verse, or the exiting hook, or the exiting chorus, is like super duper duper exaggerated. So it's like, 'cause I might confess, you're killing me now, and I still believe, hit me baby one more time, my loneliness, boom, is killing me, reset. Right? And I must confess, still believe. You have to have a producer that's on par with your beliefs. You see what I'm saying? Whether that's done in mixing, where they raise the volume on the different parts and maybe add some distortion and really make those the hook part stand out, or the chorus part, or the bridge part stand out, or it's done in the production phase. Hey, I'm gonna add, arpeggiator or arpeggio pattern, right here, what I'm saying, and make it, extra bright or whatever to, emphasize how big the chorus is, or, whatever. But it really pays to have a producer that's on the same page as you. And in this case, pop music and straight pop music production is so rare that it's probably a good idea for you to understand and experiment and produce it yourself You know what I mean? Because a lot of people don't, and even if you don't really, or if you're not the greatest producer in the world or whatever, like use loops. Like a lot of people say, oh, loops are cheating, da 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 da. Well, you're doing this shit by yourself. You don't have a producer that can that can accommodate you the way that you want to be accommodated. So you got to do it yourself. So therefore, you know, you listen to the Britney Spears instrumental or whatever, and you sort of emulated it a little bit, right? You know, and then you wrote complementary pieces to that. So basically, once you have the melody right, then you stick the lyrics in there. You fit the lyrics in there. It's like, you know, what do you call that shit? Like if you had like a flotation device, you know, like for the pool, you know what I'm saying? And you stuffed it in a small ass Amazon box. Okay, that Amazon box is your song, is the melody, is the melodic structure. Okay, and the lyrics are that floating device. Okay, you contort your lyrics around the box, not the other way around. Do you see what I'm saying? You know what I mean? And some people, I don't want to get into that, but that's what I got to say. That's my viewpoint on things. That's what I'm doing. I think that, you know, it is what it is, and that's it. Anyway, till next time, ciao.